Shipboard Emergency, Section 7.6, Group Foxtrot. The crew's main duty in the case of an emergency is to limit damage to people, the environment, and the ship and cargo. Potential emergency situations which are likely to occur and affect the safety of persons of the ship or cargo or cause the damage to the environment have been identified by the company, and instructions to the ship's command on how to face these situations are given by means of emergency checklists, which are available on board all managed ships. This checklist cannot be considered as action plans to be strictly followed by the crew, as it is not possible to foresee in detail what might occur in all such emergencies. They are all therefore to be considered as a list of possible development of these situations and the list of actions that the crew might apply after having made all the necessary evaluations. The company shall provide all the necessary support to overcome the emergency. It is the responsibility of the master and the chief engineer to instruct the shipboard personnel to deal with the emergency situation outlined in this section.
As good advanced planning will result in quicker and better decisions and well-organized reaction to the situation. Emergency checklists to be used as a memo in case of an actual emergency have been supplied to all managed ships. These situations covered by the checklist are the following. 1. Main propulsion machinery failure. Failure of vessel's main engine can be caused by problems in the fuel system which may lead to cracks and leakages in fuel pipes in case of improper fuel treatment leakages. At starting air valve, moving parts of the main engine are blocked or stopped. Failure in the electrical system due to false alarms, human error due to bad handling, improper maintenance, and monitoring. 2. Steering gear failure. It is believed that steering systems don't show any fundamental complexity and they don't easily fail. Thus, they are not properly maintained. However, in case of steering gear failure, caused mostly by a collision or inefficient maintenance, it is possible to cause severe problems as it implies total loss of vessel's control. At this point, steering gear failure should be treated as an emergency situation, and immediate actions should be followed in order to prevent human or property loss. 3. Gyro compass failure. This error occurs when the ship is subject to rapid changes of speed or heading. Because of its pendulous nature, the compass gravity control moves away from the center of gravity whenever the vessel changes speed or alters course. 4. Bridge control system failure. Most common cause of bridge failure are structural and design deficiencies, corrosion, construction and supervision mistakes, accidental overload and impacts, score, and lack of maintenance or inspection. 5. Collision. Ship collision is the name given to the physical impact that occurs between two ships resulting in a damage accident. This particular collision can also occur between a ship and a stable or a floating structure like an offshore drilling platform or an iceberg or even a port.
Stranding. Ship stranding is the impact of a ship on seabed or waterway side. It may be intentional, as in beaching to land crew or cargo, and careening for maintenance or repair, or unintentional, as in a marine accident. 7. Fire. Most fires on board are located in engine room, and they are caused by oil leakages, boiler incidents, electrical failures, or accidents during hot work operation due to lack of proper maintenance and poor watchkeeping. Cargo spaces and accommodation are also locations where a fire may start. 8. Flooding of compartments. Flooding results in entry of water into the ship damaged compartment. This will cause a change in draft to the point where the displacement of the undamaged part of the ship will be equal to the displacement before damage less the weight of the water that entered the ship after flooding. 9. Man overboard. Man overboard is a situation wherein a ship's crew member falls into the ship no matter where the ship is sailing, on open seas or in still waters in port. 10. Search and rescue. Search and rescue is carried out the sea to save sailor and passengers distress or the survivors of downed aircraft. The type of agency which carries out maritime search and rescue varies by country. It may variously be the Coast Guard, Navy, or voluntary organization.
11. Unexpected list of the ship. When a vessel takes on water and tilts to one side, a ship can list either to port or starboard. By contrast, a ship is said to be trimming when she tips forward or backward. 12. Explosion. A spark, a fire, contact between two chemicals that should have been separated are all possible causes for explosions on ships, in ports and on oil platforms. Although these are the causes, they are preventable. The real causes of these incidents are negligence. 13. Heavy weather damage. Heavy weather combined with inappropriate manipulations may lead to a damage of a vessel, threatening the cargo, the environment, or even worse, human life. Most common weather threats that can harm the vessel are hurricanes, squalls, typhoons, or tropical cyclones. The ship's master should always be aware of the weather's forecast when moves in dangerous areas and be ready to appropriately handle the vessel under circumstances of bad weather in case that violent wind, torrential rain, or surging waves appear. 14. Helicopter operations. Helicopter operations are commonly used on ships for crew changes, pilot transfer, emergency situations as medevac and or rescue. 15. Medical matters or injury. Being a seafarer is considered a challenging occupation, especially when it comes to crew health and safety. Certainly, verifying seafarers' health status prior embarkation is compelled. However, even if medical examinations are being conducted before seafarers join a ship, diseases owing to the nature of working on board, such as the cargo carried or the materials handled, and even a few epidemic diseases, are very common.
Jet is an of cargo safety aspect. Cargo jet is an occurs when cargo containers are lost during sea travel, either as a result of inclement condition forcing them off the deck, or if crews must abandon container to save the life of those on board in an emergency situation. Oil spill situation covered by the SOPEP. Contamination of sea water due to an oil pour as a result of an accident, explosion, blowout, or human error is termed a marine oil spill. These disasters are often a result of human activities, negligence, and a lack of effective policy measures. Break away from GT. Vessels break away from GT can cause personal injury, significant contact damage to the vessel, including ranging and grounding damage, damage to adjacent vessel, damage to the environment. Salvage. Salvage in maritime law, the rescue of a ship or its cargo on navigable waters from a peril that, except for the rescuer's assistance, would have led to the loss or destruction of the property.